In Susan Edwards' mind, there is no insurmountable problem. I have never worked with anybody that's willing to work harder and longer hours and do whatever it takes to get the job done like Susan, and that is not an exaggeration. She will do whatever it takes, whenever it needs to be done, whether it's midnight on a Saturday or 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning. She's always willing to get after it and work, and without complaint. And so she is, in my estimation, by far, the taxpayers of the school district get their money worth out of her almost more than anybody else that works in this district.
One thing about my job and most of external relations, I think, is if we let something simmer till the morning, it's usually far worse than if we just go ahead and answer it the night before. So we do tend to be on call 24/7 and take it as it comes in.
Well, Susan and I really try to maintain our focus when dealing with elected officials on the students. Often when we're dealing with problems internally here, a lot of other factors come into play, but one thing you learn when you're out in the public is concerned about school students and what policy and laws and the things that they do, how they affect students. And so when we're dealing outward away from the school district, we always try to keep our focus and the focus of our partners in the community on what's best for the school children. I think that's had a positive effect in the way the legislature and legislators and city and county officials have been willing to engage with us, because they see that we are focused on the students, and that makes them much more willing to roll up their sleeves and help us.
You have to work with your parents and your public, but it's so vital to remember them and to listen to their opinions and to answer their questions. Probably 90% of what I do is just getting answers for people. Just making sure that when something comes up or they have a question or they're wondering something, that they have the resources they need. I know our boss, Charlie Evans, he taught us from the very beginning, and it has been one of the most valuable lessons that I've learned, is that we always try to say yes when we can. We always try to find the answers for people. We try to make things happen for them. And if we can't, at least their experience with us has been that they know we've given it our best shot, that we try.
It'd be impossible to overstate how much Susan loves Canyon School District, how hard she works for Canyon School District, and all the things that she does that nobody notices. And I'm sure there are many, many, many things that she does that I don't notice, that she does not because she's seeking attention, but just because they simply need to be done.
It's very humbling. We do a lot of work, but everybody in Canyon's district does a lot of work. And this particular year, it's maybe more humbling than most, because this year, the year of COVID, has been yeoman's job on everybody's part, but in particularly on all of our educators' part, to make education happen and to try to keep people healthy. And to be chosen in this year, I talked to the superintendent about that actually and said, man, there are so many people that are well-deserving, and always, but especially this year. And he said, this is cumulative. This is over how you impact the communities and the lives of our patrons over time. And I appreciate that. But it's very humbling to know that people would even consider me for this.